Today we are talking about shadow work. What is shadow work? Shadow work is the practice of exploring and integrating the hidden or suppressed parts of yourself, often referred to as your shadow self. These are aspects of your personality, emotions, desires, or past experiences that you may have rejected, repressed, or deemed unacceptable due to societal, cultural, or personal conditioning. The concept comes from Carl Jung, a Swiss psychologist, who believed that acknowledging and integrating these hidden aspects leads to self-awareness, healing, and personal growth. Why is shadow work important? Helps you understand why you react emotionally in certain situations. Improves self-acceptance and emotional regulation. Heals past traumas and unresolved inner conflicts. Enhances relationships by reducing projections and triggers. Increases self-awareness and authenticity. How to do shadow work. Step-by-step guide. 1. Create a safe and non-judgmental space. Shadow work can bring up uncomfortable emotions. Find a quiet place where you feel secure and can reflect without distractions. Keep a journal and, if needed, seek support from a therapist or trusted friend. 2. Identify your triggers. Your triggers are strong emotional reactions to people, situations, or comments. These are clues to your shadow self. Example: if you get angry when someone criticizes you, ask yourself, why does criticism hurt me? Do I fear being seen as a failure? If you feel jealous of someone's success, explore. Do I feel unworthy? Have I been taught that success is scarce? 3. Explore your suppressed emotions. Many emotions, such as anger, jealousy, sadness, or even ambition, might have been suppressed due to societal or familial conditioning. Example: if you were always told to be nice and never express anger, you might suppress it. Shadow work involves acknowledging that anger is a valid emotion and finding healthy ways to express it. 4. Use journaling prompts. Writing is a powerful tool for shadow work. Here are some prompts to explore. What qualities do I dislike in others? How might these exist in me? What are my biggest fears and where do they come from? What childhood wounds still affect me today? When do I feel most insecure and why? What aspects of myself do I hide from others? 5. Inner child work. Many of our hidden wounds come from childhood. Revisiting your past and offering compassion to your younger self can be deeply healing. Example: if you felt abandoned as a child, acknowledge your inner child's pain and reassure them. I see you, and you are worthy of love and security. 6. Meditation and visualization. Practicing meditation can help you access deep emotions. Try visualizing a conversation with your shadow self, asking it what it needs from you. 7. Accept and integrate your shadow. The goal is not to get rid of your shadow but to embrace it as part of you. Instead of suppressing negative traits, find healthy ways to channel them. Example: instead of suppressing anger, use it constructively by setting boundaries. Instead of denying ambition, use it to motivate yourself positively. Example of shadow work in real-life scenario. You often feel envious when your friend gets praise at work. Shadow work approach. Identify the trigger. Why do I feel envious when they succeed? Dig deeper. Does this reflect my own insecurities about my achievements? Find the root cause. As a child, was I compared to others and told I wasn't good enough? Accept and heal. I acknowledge my fear of not being enough. But I am worthy regardless of external validation. By doing this, you reduce jealousy and start celebrating other success instead of feeling threatened. Final thoughts. Shadow work is a lifelong journey, but it leads to deeper self-awareness, healing, and personal freedom. Start small, be patient, and approach yourself with kindness. Let's start by identifying where you might want to focus your shadow work. Here are a few questions to guide us. What triggers strong emotional reactions in you? For example, anger, jealousy, insecurity, or fear. Are there any patterns in your life that keep repeating? For example, struggling with relationships, self-doubt, fear of failure. Are there parts of yourself that you hide from others? For example, Emotions, desires, weaknesses. What were you told as a child about emotions like anger, sadness, or ambition? If you are having anger, insecurity, self-doubt, fear of failure, desires, problems. Let's break this down into specific shadow work exercises tailored to you. 1. Anger and insecurity. Anger often comes from feeling unheard, disrespected, or powerless. Insecurity can stem from past experiences where you felt unworthy. Exercise. Identifying the root of anger and insecurity. Write down. What situations make me the angriest or most insecure? Then ask, what is the deeper emotion behind this anger? Fear, hurt, feeling powerless. Reflect. Where in my past did I first feel this way? Example. If criticism makes you angry, maybe as a child you felt judged instead of supported. Your shadow self may be protecting you by reacting strongly. Here is the healing step. Try saying, it's okay to feel anger, but I choose to understand it rather than let it control me. Practice responding instead of reacting. Pause and ask, what is this anger really telling me? 2. Self-doubt and fear of failure. These often come from childhood conditioning or past experiences where you felt not good enough. Exercise. Rewriting your inner narrative. Write down, what do I tell myself when I feel self-doubt? Example. I'm not smart enough. Challenge it. Is this absolutely true? Where did I learn this belief? Replace it with, if I spoke to a friend, what would I say instead? Example. Instead of I always mess up, try, I am learning and improving every day. Healing step. List 3 past failures that taught you something valuable. This helps reframe failure as growth rather than defeat. Repeat daily. I trust myself. Every setback is a step forward. 3 hidden desires. Often we suppress desires because we fear judgment or rejection. Exercise. Discovering your true desires. Ask yourself, if there were no fear, what would I truly want? Write down, what desires do I hide from others? Why? Reflect, are these desires really wrong, or was I conditioned to believe so? Example, if you desire success but fear being seen as too ambitious, explore where this fear comes from. Here is the healing step. Give yourself permission to want what you truly desire. Write, my desires are valid and I allow myself to pursue them. Next steps. Start a shadow work journal. Reflect on the exercises above. Be gentle with yourself. Shadow work is deep but rewarding. Here are some affirmations, meditations, and journal prompts to support your shadow work journey. First, daily affirmations. Repeat these every morning or whenever you feel triggered. For anger and insecurity. I acknowledge my anger and choose to understand its message. I am worthy even when I feel insecure. I release the need to prove myself to others. For self-doubt and fear of failure. I trust myself to figure things out. Failure is a stepping stone, not a dead end. I am capable even when I feel uncertain. For desires and authenticity. My desires are valid, and I allow myself to pursue them. I embrace all parts of myself, even those I once hid. I am free to be who I truly am. Then now here I a guided meditation for shadow work for 5 to 10 minutes. Find a quiet space. Close your eyes and take deep breaths. Visualize your shadow self. Imagine a version of you standing in front of you. This is the part of you that holds your anger, insecurities, and hidden desires. Ask it a question. What do you need me to see? Why do you react the way you do? How can I help you heal? Listen. Pay attention to any emotions, images, or words that come up. Thank your shadow self. End with a deep breath and say, I accept and integrate all parts of me. Shadow work journal prompts. Write about these whenever you feel ready. For anger and insecurity. What situations make me the angriest? What deeper wound could be underneath my anger? Where did I first learn that I wasn't enough? How true is that belief today? What parts of myself do I try to hide from others? Why? 4. Self-doubt and fear of failure. What does failure mean to me? Where did I learn that definition? If I could not fail, what would I try? How can I show myself more kindness when I make mistakes? 4. Hidden desires. What do I secretly want but feel afraid to admit? What would my life look like if I embraced my true desires? Who would I be if I stopped fearing judgment? Next steps. Choose one affirmation to repeat daily. Do the meditation when you feel strong emotions. Write in your journal at least once this week. Here is a personalized affirmation and visualization exercise based on what you're working through, like anger, insecurity, self-doubt, fear of failure, and hidden desires. Personalized affirmation. I honor my emotions, even the ones I once feared. My anger speaks my truth. My insecurities remind me of my strength, and my failures are stepping stones to success. I am worthy of my desires, and I allow myself to embrace them fully. How to use it? Say it out loud in the morning and before bed. Write it down and place it somewhere visible. Repeat it when you feel doubt, fear, or anger arising. Personalized visualization. Meeting your shadow self. 10-minute practice. Step 1. Prepare your space. Find a quiet place where you feel safe. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take 3 deep breaths. Step 2. Enter your inner world. Imagine walking down a path toward a dimly lit room. This room represents your subconscious, the place where your hidden emotions, fears, and desires reside. Step 3. Meet your shadow self. Inside the room, you see a version of yourself, the one who holds your anger, insecurities, and fears. This is your shadow. Observe them. How do they look? What emotion is on their face? Do they seem sad, angry, or misunderstood? Step 4. Acknowledge and listen. Gently say, I see you. I am ready to understand you. Ask them, what do you want to tell me? Let your shadow self respond. Listen without judgment. Step 5. Offer healing. Tell your shadow self, you are not my enemy. I welcome you back into my heart. If they seem afraid, offer them a hug or a kind gesture. If they are angry, let them speak freely, then reassure them, I am here for you now. Step 6. Integration. As you breathe deeply, imagine your shadow self merging with you, becoming a part of your whole self. Feel a sense of acceptance and peace. Step 7. Closing the practice. Say, I honor all parts of myself. I am safe, I am strong, and I am whole. Slowly open your eyes. How to use this? Do this visualization when you feel triggered or disconnected. Journal about any emotions or messages that arise. Repeat until you feel a shift in your relationship with your emotions. Do this shadow work once. Experience the difference. Let me know how you feel about this. If you like the content, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.